What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes here, back for another video, and in this one I want to chat with you all about the National Real Estate Wholesalers Association and why I'm going to be giving my full support to the organization, as well as what are all other alternatives outside of the National Real Estate Wholesaler Association, and then lastly, why I believe you all should get involved as well. So I hope that y'all are pumped for this content, man. Go ahead, hit that like button for me now, and let's go ahead, let's get right into it.
Hey, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met
All right, so just a few months ago, Jerry Norton recently said that he wanted to start a national wholesaler association so we can come together and actually have a seat at the table, actually have a voice when legislation is passed dealing with wholesaling throughout the nation. And then just recently, he had a conversation with Jamil Damji, Brent Daniels, and Pace Morby as well, where they all kind of discussed the actual National Real Estate Wholesaler Association and what could and would be involved with it once it actually comes about. Now, this is something that I've actually been talking about for years on my YouTube, and I deeply believe that we actually need right now.
We don't have to be out there doing things in a shady way. We don't have to lie to people. We don't have to don't do all of this shady stuff.
In my opinion, the reason why there's a new law in Illinois that requires wholesalers to get a broker's license now or realtor's license is simply because there were too many wholesalers out here acting fraudulently.
So legislation has already been passed in 5 different states. 5 or 6 different states already. So that's literally 10% of America. Change is coming, wholesalers. It's not gonna be ultra off into the future or something that's never gonna happen. This is basically our reality now. It's not something that we really have control over. So instead of sitting idly by, I truly believe in what these guys are trying to do with creating a wholesaler association so we can create the standards, we can create the blueprints, we can create the right way of doing things, so therefore we can actually take control over this industry. I can't imagine just sitting idly by while other people, our opposition, tries to destroy us. We have to actually do something to put ourselves in position to win long term as wholesalers if we want to keep the assignment fee alive. I personally think that we need to regulate ourselves before regulators come in and actually try to regulate us. Now, you may be asking yourself, what other alternatives do we have instead of actually doing a wholesaler association? I know that there's a lot of fears when it comes to that. Well, one thing that I saw someone comment in a post, in a comment below a YouTube video, they mentioned, well, there is a National Real Estate Investor Association, so NREIA association, that we could actually, maybe we can join forces with them, maybe we can partner up with them. So, and I think that could potentially be an idea. Another idea that Zach Ginn mentioned in his debate with Jerry Norton about whether we even need the organization was the idea of, us influencers as well as just other wholesalers, local people coming together and actually emailing, using a template that we create, emailing different senators and legislators in different markets where this laws are being passed and trying to get the laws changed. And then lastly, I would guess the last possible option, I'm sure that there's tons of other ones or whatever, but the last one that I'm thinking of is, we can also double close or use transactional funding to be able to get these deals closed. Now that's gonna cost money, and I know not everyone has money to be able to do these deals, and that's a huge part of the reason why a lot of people even get into the wholesaling space in the first place. You're trying to get from where you are right now into a place where you can have extra income, you can have extra money to be able to double close or use transactional funding and stuff like that, right? Now, at the same time though, I think that us as wholesalers should be trying to save the assignment. If we're not actually gonna come together, then I think that what's the real probability of us being able to save the assignment versus the realtors who have tens of millions of dollars to spend to try to stop us?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Right? So I would say why stand idly by while our competitors, our opposition is actually trying to harm us? They're trying to take us down. They're trying to eliminate what we do. in terms of using assignment contracts, right? So if we actually want to protect that, what better way than to come together? Just imagine if the NAACP or the ACLU was like, oh, well, I don't know, like, what if we can't do it? What if that? What if this? What if that?
What?
That's not the way that anything has ever got started, right? There's gonna be a lot of different kinks that we have to work out. There's gonna be little things here and there. And there's also gonna be big things that we have to figure out. Bylaws, things of that nature, actually figuring out a code of ethics, morals, things like that. These are things that I think all of us should be trying to submit right now. This is the time to actually be having the conversation as wholesalers. What should we be trying to do to actually defend and protect our industry?
You can do it!
This is our industry, and as Jerry and Zach pointed out the other day in their debate, that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So without us, the real estate market doesn't flow as smoothly as it would. Where else are the flippers getting their deals from, right? So it's like we need to actually have a seat at the table, y'all. So I'm gonna give my full support and endorsement to the National Real Estate Wholesaler Association, and I encourage you all to do the same thing. We need to link forces. We need to join arms together. Now, the association is still in its infancy right now, right? But I believe that the best thing that we all can do as real estate investors is to try to join forces. You know, there's legislation going on in 10% of America. It's just gonna continue to spread. I don't think that there's any way, shape, or form that all of a sudden it's just gonna be 5 or 6 states and no one else is gonna do anything about it. There's been text messaging laws, there's been cold calling laws implemented partially because of the things that are going on in the wholesaling space. We need to have a code of ethics. We need to have standards. We need to have values, things that we actually commit to. And I think that there's no harm in trying. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? We can be the David that goes up against Goliath and actually gets things done. I'm looking forward to it, guys. So I really hope that you all will give you all support as well. You can use the link down below to get started. It's NREWA.org. Head over there, guys. It's just a little form that you need to fill out. It's literally just like your name and email address. If I'm not mistaken, it'll probably take you 28 seconds. 20 seconds from right now to knock it out. Get on the list so when new updates do happen, and look, we need people to get activated. We need to get people moving and stuff like that. Then we can all be getting those emails and finding out what's actually going on. If we're not gonna do it, who else is gonna do it? And like, you know, us as influencers, we're some of the people with the biggest platforms out here to actually get the word out, to actually try to organize us. So that's what this video is for. But what do you all think about this National Real Estate Wholesaler Association? Do you agree with it? Do you think that it would be helpful to actually get something started that can bring us together so we can unite and try to discuss ideas and actually get something going together? I'm curious, like, what do you all think? Do you think that it's worthless? Do you think that we shouldn't be trying to do it? I'm curious to hear what you all think down below in the comment box. And if you want to see my reaction to the debate that I've referenced a couple times in this video with Zach and Jerry, check out this video right here. And I'll see you all in the next one. Till next time.